It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They run it with Carson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Red, up.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 73 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Spins away. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go!
Begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the guns. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 45.
18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
18. Ran.
Now it's Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Go. 19. Tempo. Gotta go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
24.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
There's Wilson to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
14.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson rolling to his left, and that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience.
19.
The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Akeem Hicks coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing is Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hang on, you see it? You see it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They try again with Cohen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And a short gain down to about the 33. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. trying to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Red, up. 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leonard Floyd, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man out of it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop right near midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Go. Hey, gotta go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender, towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They get it to him running left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? The other one's helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
18.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense,
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete to Lockett. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ingram again, a first down carry. Finding some room at midfield. There goes Mark Ingram. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 61 yards that time on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 34. Sony Michel, his first carry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is White on the screen. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number. On second down, here's Brady. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first, here's Washington. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now it's Patterson. And a good return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To Michelle on the screen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog.
They know it, but when you've been that great for this long...
You need something?
You've got to find something different. And Tom Brady, I've got to give him credit. Somehow he made his team buy that and believe in it when no one else in the country did. And I think it really started with their first playoff game this year when the Chargers came to town. I know I picked the Chargers against them. A lot of people picked the Chargers. They took that as, well, no one believes in us. Everyone thinks we're not as good. They were just wrong about that part, as we were wrong about the Chargers beating them.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Kamara. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Hey, easy.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram as time expires in the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Brady goes underneath here to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now Brady. And a double off to White. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a carry for White, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Here's White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden told me.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in, and the Patriots are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Dante Hightower on the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Washington on third and short. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Back now in Foxborough as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Wait, 20!
Now Brady got to have this one. Out to his left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Good. Line 4, ready.
Back to throw, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They pitch to Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Breeze to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Breeze going to throw. Well, that's complete. It's Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Breeze hands to Ingram, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. Brady's
throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. For 24 yards. Getting it to their playmaker, Cordell Patterson. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Pats able to cash in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 10-3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Detroit! Gone!
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A first down throw from Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ, recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. The 20. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Detroit!
Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield on 1st down. Being chased out left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Leopard! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the...
And he'll score! Touchdown, Browns! Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a Patriot 1st down as Brady finds Patterson.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Detroit!
Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Drops it off for Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. Play action. Now it's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, and we were thinking we would see this per usual. 1st quarter, definitely 2nd quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
Here's Brady. Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And down to the 16-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here we go now.
Mayfield to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.